YouTube, this is VidHead85, and thank you so much for joining me for an episode of That Childfree Guy with Am I the Asshole? So, this is about a new mother, who is... Am I wrong for snapping at a friend who keeps ditching me because I now have a child? Just over 2 years ago, I, female 29, unexpectedly got pregnant and now have a beautiful 18-month-old daughter, Sierra. Over that time, my friend circle got considerably smaller, but my best friend remained, Mia, 31 female. Mia doesn't have kids nor wants kids, but she's brilliant with Sierra. I'm a stay-at-home mom and obviously don't have as much time to hang out as I did previously. Mia and I live on the same street. We're in Manchester, England, and it's walking distance between our houses. I've told Mia numerous times that she can simply pop in whenever she wants to. She works from home, but she rarely does. She did at the beginning, but it's happening less and less. Instead, she keeps suggesting that we go out for coffee or pizza or even have a drink, but I don't have the time, and I always just tell her to come over and we'll have coffee at my house. She's asked if I wanted to go out with her and her other friends for a drink last weekend, but I said that no, but she's always welcome to come over and we'll have a few drinks at mine. She said she already had plans and it felt weird to drink when she knows there's a child around. Honestly, I feel neglected. I feel like she put me on a back burner and doesn't want to be friends anymore. I'm always available, but she rarely comes over and I don't think that's fair. Today, I saw her photos from Saturday night out and I'm fuming. She ditched me just so she could go and drink like she's 20 again? I felt rejected and horrible. I thought we were best friends, but she clearly doesn't value me when she won't even have a few drinks with me at my house. When she finished work, she called me and asked if I fancied going for coffee to town, but I asked her to come over again. She said yes, but before we disconnected, I heard her mumble, like always. This really annoyed me. When she came over, I decided to just be open about everything. And while not my proudest or most mature moment, I shouted at her that she's an awful friend, that she barely comes over, and if she doesn't want to spend time with me, to just say it and stop playing around. She said she's always been accommodating me, but it's been 2 years and she doesn't want to spend time with me when there's always a kid, especially now that she has to watch her language. Mia likes to swear. I said that she knew I had a child and responsibilities, and she said that Tom, my partner, could take care of Sierra once in a while so I could have time off. This really felt intrusive, and I told her to mind her own business and not meddle in my marriage. I was really angry with her and kicked her out. She called me a selfish asshole on her way out too. So normally I would expect her to call by now with apologies, but she hasn't done so, and I'm starting to wonder if I was the asshole or was she. Perhaps I was too harsh and should have been more careful with discussing it. Okay, my commentary is simply this. You had the child, not her. You're working on being a just no mother-in-law or a helicopter parent. Also, Mia works from home. Why does she want to sit with... Do you really think that someone who works from home wants to sit around with you at your house? Also, you saw Mia drinking out on a Saturday like she's 20? Or like she doesn't have a child? You're jealous, of course. And also, did you impregnate yourself because that would be a miracle? And, because you're acting like a single parent. And if Tom watching his kid is too much of an intrusion, then that's a deeper conversation that you need to have. So your insistence on dictating this friendship is not a friendship. She's just a convenient person that you're latching onto because you lost all your other friends because they don't want to be around a kid all the time. You are the terrible friend in this situation, and with that, let's go to the comments. You're the asshole. Funky Orange Penguin says, you're always expecting her to accommodate you because you have a child. She's been coming over to your house for over a year because she understands your life has changed. You're putting in very little effort and assuming that it's on her to maintain the friendship and compromise. Why? Because you're a mom. She didn't ditch you. You've been a shitty friend for a while and she's probably done with you. You're the asshole. Ashes9914 says, she didn't ditch you on Saturday. She invited you to come with her and her other friends, meaning she had already committed to going out with other people. If she had come to yours for drinks, she would have been ditching her other friends. Gullible nerd, this is probably my favorite comment here. You're the asshole. When you have a child, they are the most important person to you. But that doesn't mean they are the most important person to everyone else. You're a stay-at-home mother. That's your choice. And it sounds like Mia has really tried really hard to be accommodating. But for Christ's sakes, it's been 2 years of her doing things your way. She didn't ghost you or be rude. She suggested that having your husband, the father, watch your child so you can go and hang out, and you yell at her and accuse her of meddling in your marriage? Girl, there's a lot more issues in your marriage in that statement alone that you're not posting on here. Don't blame her for finally having enough and calling you an asshole because you're actually acting like one. Don't expect her to apologize because you don't deserve one. You want to keep this friendship, you talk to a therapist because you got some issues, and when you're a mature enough person to have an adult conversation, call Mia and apologize. And then Little Lion says this, I say this as a mother who lost friends. You're the asshole. I say this as a mother who has lost friends because I have a child, but people who don't want children, especially if they're good around them, don't want to be around them all the time. She clearly does want to be friends with you, but that's the problem. She wants to be friends with you, not your child. Parents, listen to this. She wants to be friends with you, not your child. Also, as someone who also works from home, it's important to be able to actually go out from time to time, and going to someone else's house doesn't always feel like actually going out. Quote from the post, she ditched me so she can just go and drink like she's 20 again. This sounds a little bit like jealousy, which I can respect. Having a child completely changes your life. She doesn't have kids though, or many other responsibilities that sound like, so why can't she do these things? It sounds like you both are just on different paths now, which happens. To be honest, asking if your partner could watch your kid doesn't seem like an intrusive comment, but your reaction potentially makes it seem like there are some issues in your relationship. Why does she have to come over all the time? Why can't your partner just watch his daughter as well? Do you just not want to go out? Do you not trust your husband to watch your kid? I added that part. It seems like you were projecting a lot of feelings onto me about some of your frustrations. Maybe you need to get out more. And our last comment is from Kronk Lasorda. You're the asshole. Tom is possibly also the asshole. Your friends is not. She said she's always been accommodating, but it's been 2 years and she doesn't want to spend time with me when there's always a kid. Yep, nothing wrong with that. You're a 2-year broken record of sitting at home with a cup of tea. She's done with that. She wants to go to a cafe or a dinner with you. She's been asking you nonstop for a year at this point, right? And she said Tom, my partner, could take care of Sierra once in a while so I could have time off. It felt really intrusive, and I told her to mind her own business and not meddle on my marriage. I was really angry with her and kicked her out. Boom. She barely scratched the surface of the real problem and you exploded. Info. Does Tom watch your kid when you go out to do your shopping or your haircut or other trips from home? Ooh, okay. All right. You have a great one. This was a great article here. There are a lot of awesome comments, but I'm not going to go through them all because, I just wanted to pick out a couple of them. And what do you think? This is definitely a one-sided friendship here, and that's never good. And eventually, the person who's giving more will be like, okay, this is enough, I'm done, and scoot. And that's eventually what will happen when that continues. All right, talk to you soon. You have yourself a great one, and see you next episode.